Of Hunt Elementary, now in her 38th year with JPS, Mary Jo Reskowski-Shannon.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, and Mary Jo's really happy today because her spring break starts tomorrow, and
Yes.
it's how long?
Our spring break is 2 weeks because of the balanced calendar.
That's great.
2 weeks and 1 day. We have to make sure we have that 1 day in there.
That's
also.
awesome.
Yeah, we're very excited.
Yeah, so I know that the teachers, the families at Hunt, they love the balanced calendar. I always thought that there would be, but there's more people that want to get into Hunt because you've got that calendar.
Yep, our enrollment is starting to go up again, with COVID. That kind of hurt everybody, but other than that, yeah, we are, from first count to second count, I think we went up almost 20 students, so that was exciting.
Nice.
And so, yeah, so it's very fun.
And the place looks great. All the improvements from the bond, the school looks great. All of the JPS
They do.
campuses look tremendous.
They really do. They've done a wonderful job.
Yeah. So we're going to get some more families interested in
Love to have more
Hunt.
families.
But I wanted to look at maybe some of the things going on. You brought some photos.
We do. We have some photos from our kindergarten classrooms.
Oh.
Yes, these are our kindergartners using all the new bond. It's our new bond carpet, our new bond furniture. So yes, we do a lot of reading buddies, and that's what these students are doing right here.
Mm-hmm. Do you watch Abbott Elementary?
I do not. I would have looked like it was a lot of fun.
Well, the principal on that show she's not very good. She's a good actress, but she's not a good principal.
Good to know.
No, you're nothing like her.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
So the furniture, so many of the things we're
Yes.
seeing, it's new.
It's all new furniture. All of that is new furniture that we received with our bond, with the new carpet. Our kindergartners, I'm pretty sure this picture is the Mrs. Gogol's classroom, and she is a very experienced kindergarten teacher that we have at Hunt. She's absolutely awesome. We're very fortunate to have her.
How many kindergarten classes?
We have 4. We have 1 young 5s and 3 other kindergarten.
Oh,
yes. Nice. So it's we have a lot of kindergarten. They're all around. Right now this year they're averaging about 23 students, 23, 24 students in each room. Mm-hmm. So it's very exciting for us.
And it's all day kindergarten.
All day.
Yeah.
Yes, they're here all day long. Correct.
I don't think anyone has half-day kindergarten anymore.
No, not anymore. No. But our students, they enjoy. Like I said, this room also is in Mrs. Gogol's room. These are some of her students.
What grades did you teach when you taught?
I taught 6th grade math at Northeast. I team taught for 11 years. Yeah. And then I moved on to being the assistant and then the head principal over at Hunt.
Yeah, so Mary Jo's had her entire career with Jackson Public Schools.
I have.
First at Northeast, teaching, then assistant principal now. In administration, 25 years.
A lot, yeah. Yes. Exactly.
And you're still smiling.
I am.
What keeps it going?
I love my job, and being at Hunt, they left me at Hunt for 23 years. Mm-hmm. And it's just great because I know all the families. So I've had all the brothers and the sisters and the mothers, almost some grandkids, I'm pretty sure. And so it's great. So I can just say, I can call so and so. They're like, oh, don't do that. So it's been great being there. Like I said, we have same families come, and it's been a great career. I've been very fortunate, and I was fortunate that I got to stay in one spot. Yeah. And form these relationships with our families and teachers.
I think it's important to a school to have that stability, and it pays off.
It does. It's absolutely been a wonderful career.
So now we have some days coming up for kindergarten young 5's Roundup.
Yes. Our kindergarten roundup at Hunt, we are the only one that does it during the daytime. We do it at 9:30 in the morning, and the reason is we have 4 preschools that are at Hunt School. Mm-hmm. And they're full-day preschools Monday through Thursday. And these preschools feed into our kindergarten program. So what we just do is, so the parents can come in the morning, they can grab their child right out of the classroom and bring them right on over to our kindergarten roundup, so they don't have to come back later on that night. And so it works out very well. We have a very successful kindergarten roundup.
Are these your preschools?
They are not. They fall under the umbrella of the ISD, and it's 2 ABC and 2 community choice. Community choice. 2 community action agency preschools. So we do have 4.
Very convenient for families.
Yes.
I'm wondering, when people look at the balanced calendar, because you're getting like an extended break for spring, and it's all the year round. What are the reasons the families that choose hunt? What do they tell you why they like the calendar?
They like the breaks throughout the school year, longer breaks, and they like the shorter break in the summer.
Yeah.
It's 6 weeks. The kids, at first, they love it. It's summer vacation. We can't wait. Yay. And after July 4th, they're starting to get a little bored. And we start the first week of August. Next year, we start August 8th, and the kids are ready to come back. At our open house, we'll have 500 people there, and the parents are like, they're ready. They're so excited to come back. Yeah. So that's a big thing, coming back like that. It's also not a lot of parents who have to pay for daycare. 3 months is a lot of daycare that they have to pay at one time. This way, it's spread out more.
Now, the results of, academically, have you noticed differences with the balanced calendar?
I would say there's a lot less lost learning going on. That's how I would word it. Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly right. And I do have a few teachers, this year especially, that decided to loop with their kids. So they had them last year, and they just went to the next grade with them. So they were able to, jump right in and know where they were at, and they could move them forward faster.
Yeah. Do you have teachers that have kids in the school?
I have a teacher that has 2 grandchildren, and she actually has a granddaughter in her room. And her granddaughter was on one of those pictures in that class. And our kitchen aide has our kitchen manager. She has a grandson in the there. And I do have a teacher assistant who has a son that goes there. So we have a few, yeah.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, it works out great.
Yeah.
And then it works out great. I have Mrs. Parker in our room. She's the cheerleading coach and the wife of our football coach. And her children go to they go to Dibble and now Parkside, and she's able to go to those buildings on her days off that they don't have off. So that works out real well for her also.
Great. So on Kindergarten and Young Fives Roundup Day, and it is day, as Mary Jo said.
It is day.
Day. What do people need to bring? What can they expect? What are you going to do?
When they come in, they can register. So if they'd like to bring all their stuff for their registration, we have a whole list of stuff that they'll need. Birth certificate, proof of residency, that type of stuff. We have that. They'll sign up for a kindergarten readiness test that all of our kindergartners in Jackson Public take, and to get them into our classrooms. They will be able to meet with all these different departments. Our DA, our Department of Health and Human Services, ABC and CAA will be there. The ISD will be there. There's at least 20 tables that they can meet with the different departments. We'll do on-site screening for eyes and ears. So there's a lot that we will have available. Girl Scouts, Smiles on Wheels. So there's a lot. And then we have a bike drawing, and we have a raffle drawing, and they get to meet the teachers and take their pictures with our orange and black balloons, and they'll get T-shirts. So
yeah, people get bling.
Yes, a lot of bling. We like bling.
So let's see, kindergartners that were going to come to the Roundup, they'll graduate from high school in 2035?
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Every year when we see it on the back of the shirts, we're like, oh my gosh. And you're thinking, wow. So yes. So,
yeah.
And we actually have 2 different shirts. One's a Young Five shirt, and one is for our kindergarten. In our Young Fives, some parents choose that, and some we choose to put in that room. It depends on their social skills and their academic skills.
And the kindergarten, is it October when the child turns?
December 1st is for kindergarten, but that makes them really, really young. And that's why we're the April to December kids, they're young. And so we like to put them in our Young Fives if it fits them, and the parents.
Do the little kids need to study for the kindergarten readiness test?
They do not have to study for their kindergarten readiness test. They'll be fine. It's a fun test that, the kids, and we have one of our lit coach do it. It's Sarah Ludwig, and so she'll test every kindergartner that comes through the building.
You have a lot of residential neighborhoods around the school.
We do, but not. We only have one student that walks.
No.
Yep. All the other students are bused in. Yes.
Wow.
I know. We're just as amazed. We're like, oh my gosh, but no, just one.
Wow, I'm really surprised. But kids can choose. The families can choose which school. They could live near
Yes.
Dibble, for
Correct.
example, but go to Hunt.
They can, especially with Hunt, because we're on the balanced calendar. We pretty much our buses will go pretty much throughout the whole city. We do have boundaries for each of our schools, but they're allowed to go there. We call it school of choice, in-district school of choice, and so parents. But again, because of Hunt's balanced calendar, we have what we call hub stops, where they just go and they might have to go to this hub stop to go to Hunt. So it works out.
So schools of choice is for districts, but really a district can decide, no, this is the neighborhood school.
Correct.
And they could limit, but JPS
Yes.
does not.
That is correct. We have an agreement between all the principals. We do this it's paperwork. We just do the in-district transfer.
Awesome. All right, get those dates on your calendar, and you can go to all of them if you want.
You can. You most certainly can, and choose what is best for your child and for your family.
Well, I hope you and everyone at Hunt have a nice, relaxing spring break.
We will for 2 weeks and 1 day. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mary
Nice
Jo.
to see you.
Principal at Hunt Elementary, Mary Jo Ruskowski Shannon.